One of the things that narcissists excel at is appearing consistent and genuine when they aren't. They know how to act as if they care, but it is all trick. Have you ever been in the presence of a narcissist who could pretend to be very friendly, concerned, and even helpful, but wasn't? Pseudo-empathy is a perfect cover for narcissists' true intentions. They do or say something that appears to you to be thoughtful, caring, or compassionate on the surface. But underneath it all, it's all about self-promotion. Narcissists use empathy to manipulate you by putting on a show of concern for others. This is why you must understand how to recognize pseudo-empathy. Here are 6 ways to detect a narcissist's pseudo-empathy. Number 1. Narcissists don't experience shared feelings, but they learn to predict them. Narcissists do not have emotional empathy, but they do have cognitive empathy. In simplest terms, cognitive empathy is understanding how the other person feels and thinks. From here, narcissists may intellectually comprehend how others think. They just learn to predict shared feelings because they do not experience them. Perspective taking is a term used to describe this form of empathy. In other words, it involves being aware of someone's emotions and potential thinking about any given issue or scenario on an intellectual level. When a narcissist learns that mourners are grieving over the loss of a loved one, they may use this tactic. This isn't the first time they've encountered this situation. Also, recognize that when loved ones pass away, people are upset. Narcissists take notes on what people say in these situations and repeat it in their conversations. Narcissists take notes on what people say in these situations and repeat it in their conversations. "I'm sorry for your loss," the narcissist says, but he doesn't mean it. However, they are aware that this is the appropriate response. Although it may appear rude, did you know that narcissists adore attending funerals? This is partly because they get to dress up and parade in front of a large crowd. But it's also because during funerals, empathy is easier to fake. A funeral is, without a doubt, a solemn occasion. Narcissists are well versed in bowing their heads and projecting a solemn demeanor, and recite the standard lines. Then enjoy the pleasure when people compliment them on their thoughtfulness. While they can perceive things from your point of view, they will always act in their best interests of themselves. In another way, they utilize cognitive empathy to acquire what they want by understanding what matters to you or your point of view. Narcissists are prone to making errors in an unfamiliar situation. They'll be left upstream without a paddle if they hadn't learned the appropriate responses. They lack the innate emotional empathy that the majority of us possess. This can lead to their making unusual errors. And then you say something insensitive or improper. Their cognitive empathy is not as adaptive as their emotional empathy for new situations. Number 2. Narcissists use a mirroring technique from empaths to fake empathy. Narcissists frequently target empathic individuals in their life. Empiric people are usually easier to control because they can be guilted into obedience. They do, however, supply helpful information for the narcissist. An empath is a person who is sensitive to the feelings and emotions of others. Empathic persons are inherently sensitive to their surroundings. They can also detect even the tiniest changes in others, not only in physical sensations. They can also empathize with people and deeply comprehend their emotions, motivations, and sentiments. Empathic persons are frequently copied or mirrored by narcissists. They pick up on the empathic remarks they make and even imitate their demeanor. Narcissists take empathic personality features from others around them and then claim them as their own. Some narcissists become extraordinarily persuasive as if they'd been doing it for ages. Number 3. Narcissists practice their acting skills intensely to fake empathy. A narcissist is a brilliant actor who pulls on the audience's emotions, beliefs, and feelings to create a credible story for the audience to get entirely immersed in the tale, emotions, thoughts, and feelings. The audience, in turn, believes this persona and their made-up storyline and interacts with them. Regrettably, it's all just a show with a terrible ending. Narcissists are typically excellent actors. It's no coincidence that a large number of actors are narcissists. Because they've separated themselves from their emotions, narcissists have no inner self. As a result, they spend years imitating others and establishing various personas. Narcissists frequently alter their personalities based on who they are, around, and what they want to accomplish. If it helps them further their agenda, they may play the empathic, caring person at work while being bullies at home. Some narcissists can cry, which can be used to manipulate others. It also gives the appearance that they have a lot of empathy. The majority of a narcissist's existence is a performance, and due to their excellent acting skills, they have no trouble portraying emotional empathy. Number 4. Narcissists associate themselves with empathetic pursuits to fake empathy. To fake empathy, narcissists associate themselves with empathetic pursuits. They gain the impression of being empathetic by being involved in events such as charity and giving to the poor. You may see them do this many times, but their hearts aren't sincere in doing such. You may also observe some narcissistic politicians who go serve the poor and engage in voluntary activities that may help them gain the people's admiration. Narcissists make sure that as many individuals as possible are aware of their activities, because they are more interested in gaining credit than making a difference. These empathetic pursuits are used by narcissists to provide the image of empathy. It's also simple to assume that someone raising money for an animal shelter is a compassionate person. Religious narcissists are notorious for their hypocrisy. They use religion to gain status and control those close to them. When no one is looking, however, secretly disregard the doctrines. When no one is present, this same animal lover may ignore their dogs, because everything is a means to an end. Those who are genuinely empathetic are aware of those around them and the larger world. Empathetic narcissists are incapable of that form of empathy, which demands more effort. They are selfish people who look out for their own good. Number 5. Narcissists use social media to fake empathy. Social media is the narcissist's playground. It fuels their worst desires. For narcissists, social media is a perfect place to fake empathy. They can reach a big audience with their righteous messages, spreading the word about their supposedly kind thoughts and ideas. Narcissists can speak the talk without walking the walk, which is the beauty of social media. They may sign petitions, post compassionate words, and share sentimental articles that they haven't read. Narcissists might often boast about their excellent deeds, whether real or imagined, and tuck them into their respective posts. Because social media allows them to engage in exhibitionistic, attention-seeking, and self-promotional behaviors, more narcissists will use it. Number 6. Narcissists fake empathy to fit in and manipulate others. To fit in, narcissists frequently act empathetically. They also pretend to be empathetic to influence people. They usually act as if they're fighting for a good cause. However, it can be used as a cover for more self-serving intentions. They may, for example, harbor a grudge towards a coworker. As a result, they wait till they make a mistake before pouncing on it, then make a big deal about how righteous this person's acts are. The majority of people believe the narcissist is acting honestly, and they might even join their alleged struggle. However, narcissists rarely devote their time and energy to causes that do not benefit them. People who don't know narcissists are being fooled by this. Unfortunately, that describes the majority of individuals. The narcissist's pseudo-empathy has a monstrous feel. It's designed to be convincing. The more you treat a narcissist with kindness, the more they feel in charge, becoming more equally balanced with you. Narcissists get so adept at faking that they believe they sincerely care about you, or even that they love you or have ever loved you. Their kindness is primarily superficial, in contrast to their deep interior treatment of others. Their true character is evident on their outside facade, with little emotion, empathy, or sincerity.